Following the death of the bipartisan border bill this week in the U.S. Senate, Republican Senator James Lankford, who was the key Republican architect of this piece of legislation that Republicans had demanded but have now killed, Lankford got on the Senate floor and said that a popular right-wing pundit had threatened to, quote, destroy him if this piece of legislation became law. Here's what Lankford said, again, on the Senate floor. I had a popular commentator 4 weeks ago that I talked to you that told me flat out before they knew any of the contents of the bill, any of the content, nothing was out at that point. They told me flat out, if you try to move a bill that solves the border crisis during this presidential year, I will do whatever I can to destroy you because I do not want you to solve this during the presidential election. By the way, they have been faithful to their promise and have done everything they can to destroy me in the past several weeks, Lankford said. Now, Lankford did not say who this conservative pundit was. Now, there is somebody that has now taken credit for it. I'll get to that in a minute. But Lankford understands it doesn't matter who it is, because it could have been any person in conservative media because they're all so intertwined and connected, and they're all on the same page with their talking points. The conservative media apparatus is a juggernaut here in the United States, and there is really no cohesive thing like that on the left. You got a bunch of us out here kind of doing our own things. We're friends with each other behind the scenes, but really there's no cohesion, right? We all have our different beliefs. We all disagree with one another, and that's actually a very good thing. On the right, there's no room for disagreement. Everybody has to be on the same page, and they were all on the same page with regard to killing this border bill so that the problem couldn't be solved and would therefore then hurt Biden in this year's election. Now, if you ask me, I think Mr. Lankford's speech on the Senate floor needs to be featured in Democratic campaign ads starting yesterday. Like, that's how soon these ads should be produced. It should already be running on television, primetime channels, with Democrats highlighting the fact that, one, Republicans killed their own bill that they demanded, and two, that they did it for political reasons. That should be common knowledge for everybody in this country at this point. So who is this mystery weirdo that threatened Lankford that he would destroy him? Well, according to Jesse Kelly, the host of the conservative radio program, The Jesse Kelly Show, it was Jesse Kelly. Kelly got on social media after this news came out and said this. He may be a eunuch, but I'll say this about James Lankford. He has great taste in radio. Yes, in case you're wondering, he's talking about me. Okay. You're taking credit for admitting that you told him do not pass this during a presidential election year because you don't want to solve the problem. Jesse, I know I've been through your social media feed on Twitter. I know you like to be very braggadocious and you're very self-centered and you think you're just the greatest thing since sliced bread. This is a very stupid admission. Like, I don't know how many functioning brain cells you have, but I'm going to assume it's not very many, because a smart person wouldn't admit to that. Because again, this is now on the record. This is being read on the Senate floor, what Lankford said. And it can be used in campaign ads. Hell, your post on Twitter, or X, if you want to call it that stupidly, that can be used in campaign ads. Like, do you realize the ammo that you just gave the Democratic Party? I mean, my God, what a friggin' like, how stupid do you have to be to admit to that? I know you wanted to think of yourself and come across as like some kind of badass, but really what you just did was you handed the entire Democratic Party some amazing ammunition for this year's campaign. So thank you for being so stupid, Jesse Kelly. I'm sure that's not going to come back to hurt you at all. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena, and Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.